So hi guys, it's me, it's back, it's Tuesday, May 11th, and we're going to get our new yoga video on. And today I'm using my new camera, so I apologize if things don't work as smoothly, but Peter and Mayla, hi Moose, got me a new video camera for doing my yoga videos because it's going to be better quality of picture for you guys. So they got that for me for Mother's Day. So that's what I'm using today, so bear with me. Again, and today, because it's kind of rainy and cool and windy and my hips feel kind of lousy, so today's going to be all about hips, 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 hips. So go ahead, grab a comfortable seat, either in a chair or on the floor, whatever feels better for you, and just have a seat, sitting with your posture nice and tall. Bring your eyes to close. And begin to let the outside world go. And bring your awareness onto yourself and onto your breathing. And so my quote today I thought was very, very reflective of our times that we're living in right now. And it says, when everything is uncertain, everything that is important becomes clear. When everything is uncertain, everything that is important becomes clear. So we all know we're living in very uncertain times. We don't know when we're going to be able to get out of isolation. We don't know when we'll see friends and family again. We don't know if we'll go back to work again. We don't know if we'll be doing anything like we used to do. But you know what's clear in all this? What really does matter to you right now? I know to me, my health matters. I'm healthy. Peter and Mayla are healthy. Maggie's healthy. My parents, my in-laws, everybody in my family, my friends, all of you guys, everybody's healthy. And that means more to me than anything in this world right now. Maybe it's that you have a roof over your head or food on your table. Whatever it is, it becomes clearer in times like these. What's really important to you? Not getting your hair dyed, not getting your nails done, not going out to eat all the time. Those things are frivolous and luxuries. But having your health and a roof over your head, food on your table, those things that are really important. So take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, release it out your mouth. And again, inhale. Exhale, release. And then one more time. Big breath in. Big breath out. Return back to your natural breathing. Just for a few more moments. And then gently blink your eyes to open. And just roll your shoulders a little bit. I'm just going to scooch a little bit more forwards. Or maybe I want to scoot a little bit more back. I'm sorry, I'm seeing the camera at the same time while I'm videoing, so it's helping me to adjust. So just roll those shoulders back a few times. Releasing that tension. And then roll the shoulders forward a few times. And then inhale, reach those arms out and up overhead. And take the right arm forward, left arm back for an open arm twist. Just to wring out your spine a bit. And then inhale, come back up to center, look up at your hands. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. And then inhale back to center. Look up at your hands again. Wiggle those fingers. And then exhale the arms out and down and back to your lap. And just kind of shimmy it out a little bit. And then I just want you to still stay sitting here comfortable. And just bring your left ear to left shoulder quick. Drop your chin to your chest. And then right ear to right shoulder. Head and neck back up to vertical. Shake your head no a few times. And then go around the other way. So right ear to right shoulder. Chin to chest. And left ear to left shoulder. Head and neck back up to vertical. And again, slowly shake your head no a few times. And then inhale, reach those arms out and up again. Exhale your hands to your heart center. And again, one more time. Exhale those arms on down. And then one last time, out and up. Exhale your hands to your heart. Close your eyes. Set your intention for today's practice. And then blink your eyes to open. Release the hands to your lap. And sit so that your right leg is crisscrossed in front of the left, or if you're sitting with your legs out straight, that the right leg is crossed on top of the left foot. I'm just gonna push this back a smidge. Sorry, got a close up there of me. So either way, if you want your legs out straight, you can have your legs out straight, right leg on top. If you're crisscrossing, right leg is the one in front. Either way, make sure to keep a hard flex to that right foot. So grow tall with your spine. And then inhale, slowly start to walk your arms forward. You can let your head fall when you can't go any further. So we're just starting to get to our hips. Again, if your legs are straight, you'll be out like this, and then walk your hands forward and you can fold like this. Whichever one is more comfortable for you. And take a few breaths here. And then on your next inhale, keep leaning forward, but slowly walk your arms off to the left side and reach long through that right arm. So you're adding the side body stretch and you're getting a little bit deeper into that right hip. And again, if your legs are out straight, you'll just lean forward and just walk over like this. Whichever feels better for you. Your next inhale, walk the hands back to center. Take a big breath in here and big breath out. Next inhale, slowly walk your hands back up. Uncross the legs and just stretch the legs out long and shake them out. You can do whatever feels good, rub them out, point and flex your feet a couple times. And then when you're ready, we're going to switch to the other side. So you're going to crisscross the left leg in front, or if the legs are out straight, the left leg on top. Either way, again, keep that hard flex to the left foot. That way that left leg stays active all the way down and into that hip. So sit tall with your posture. And then exhale, go ahead and walk your hands forward and fold. Again, letting your head fall and be heavy. Taking a few breaths here. Or if your legs are out straight, you go like this and fold as well. inhale, keep leaning forward, but walk your arms off to the right this time. And reach long with that left arm. So you're getting that left side body this time and getting a little deeper into that right hip, or left hip, sorry. And then next inhale, slowly walk the hands back to center. And again, take a deep breath in here. Deep breath out. Inhale, slowly walk the hands back up. Sit tall, uncross those legs. And then shake those legs out. Tap them up again. Rub them out, whatever feels good. Point and flex your feet a few times. And there we have that. So this time what I want you to do is I want you to bend your knees or your knees up. Take your feet as wide as your mat. And sit nice and tall with your posture. Just because you're sitting like this, don't round the spine. Keep the posture nice and tall. So if you need to have your feet out further to keep the spine longer, I'd rather have that than the feet closer and you being like this. So spine is nice and long. You're sitting nice and tall. Just take a couple breaths here. Sitting tall like this, you're engaging those hip flexors in this position. And still keeping your spine long. You can keep the feet where they are with the feet down, or you can flex the feet and go onto the heel of your foot. So now your legs are in like your malasana pose, but you're sitting in your bum, so it's a little bit more manageable. Then bring your hands to prayer. And you can just sit here like this. You're activating your core now and the hip flexors, and you got range of motion, ankles, knees, and hips. So you can stay here just like this if that's enough for you. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can still keep your spine forward or long, but lean forward a little bit. And then you're going to use your elbows to press out on those knees while the knees squeeze in on the elbows. So then you're activating the inner thigh psoas muscle. So keep breathing while you're here. Don't hold your breath if you're doing the pressing in and squeeze, or pressing out and squeezing in. Take a couple breaths here. And then exhale, release. Take your hands down. You can take them behind you. Rock the knees side to side a little bit. And we're going to do that one more time. So when you're ready, come back to sit tall. Again, the feet can be flat, or if you want to work on a little bit more balance, you can have be on the heel of your foot. You can sit tall, and you can bring your hands to prayer. Again, you're working a lot of different muscle groups right now. So if you want to just stay here, if you want to add the pressing out, squeezing in thing, lean forward with that long spine, press out with those elbows and squeeze in with those knees. So an isometric contraction. And keep breathing, don't hold your breath because you're squeezing a lot of muscle groups right now. Keep breathing. And then exhale, release everything. Take the hands back behind you. And again, rock those knees side to side a little bit. And then come back and sit up tall. And you're just going to bring that left foot in. So bend at the left knee, bring that left foot in. And then your right leg is kind of already out on an angle, so then just straighten that right leg out. So again, sit here nice and tall. That right foot is flexed. You can stay here just sitting tall if you'd like, or if you want to challenge yourself a little more, you can walk those hands forward again to your degree. This time, keep your spine long. Don't round the spine. I want the spine nice and long. And just take a few breaths here. If you want to try and walk the hands a little bit more forward, you can. Or stay where you're at, but just keep breathing. This is a great one to get into your low back as well. next inhale, slowly walk the hands back on up. Shimmy it out a little bit. And then you're just going to twist your body, keep that spine so long, you're going to twist your body over that straight leg or the right leg. And again, you're going to walk your hands down and fold. This time you can round your spine, let your head and neck surrender down. You can reach towards that foot if you want to with your hands, or you can rest the hands on the floor, or just reach towards that foot, whatever feels best for you. Take a few breaths here, so you're getting hips and you're also getting the side body again. Take a few breaths here. And next inhale, slowly walk your hands back on up. Turn back towards the center. This time you're going to sit tall with your spine. Your right hand's going to stay down and you're going to twist your body over to the bent knee or the left knee. Inhale that left arm up overhead and you're going to go ahead and side bend over to that right leg. So that right arm's just kind of flopping here. It's not really doing a whole lot. You're just going to reach that left hand nice and long. Keep breathing here. And then next inhale, slowly come back up. Exhale that left arm down. Go ahead and straighten that left knee out. And just shake the legs out. You can pat them out, you can rub them out. You can point and flex your feet a few times. Whatever feels good for you. And then when you're ready, you're going to bend that right knee and bring that right foot in to the midline. Your left leg still on that angle. Sit tall with your spine and you're going to just lean forward again. Walking the hands forward, keeping that spine long. We don't want to round this time. We're keeping the spine nice and long, so you're not going to go as far. And that's okay. Take a few breaths here. You want to try walking the hands out, maybe another smidgen forward, still the spine's nice and long. And then your next inhale, slowly walk the hands back on up. Shimmy it out a little bit. And then you're going to twist your body over that left leg or your straight leg. And when you're ready, you're going to walk the hands forward again and fold. This time you can round your spine. And you'll reach those fingers towards that left foot. They can grab onto the foot if you'd like. Let your head fall and be heavy. And again, just take a few breaths. Now we're getting into that side body on the right. Inhale, slowly walk the hands back up. Shimmy it out a little bit. Sit nice and tall. You're going to twist your body over the right knee or the bent knee. Inhale that right arm up. The left arm is just resting in your lap or on the mat. And you're going to side bend over to the left. Again, take a few breaths here. Inhale, come back on up. Exhale that arm down. Inhale, kick that right leg out. Bring the legs back together. Shake the legs out a little bit. Pat them out, rub them out, whatever feels good for you. And then point and flex the feet. And then just come and sit nice and tall with your legs together. Your feet are flexed, the knees are straight, or they can be slightly bent, whatever feels better for your hamstrings and your low back. Sit tall with your spine. Inhale those arms up overhead. And then exhale, go ahead and round the spine. Let the head fall and be heavy. And next inhale, slowly walk the hands back on up. Shake the legs out, shimmy the body out a little bit. Point and flex the feet. And you can keep the legs out or just come back to whatever comfortable seat is best for you. Go ahead and take that right arm out to a T. Cross it in front of your body. Wrap the left arm around. Give a little tug. If you want to add the neck stretch, tilt the left ear to left shoulder. Bring your head and neck back up to vertical. Release the bind. Shake it out a little bit. And then left arm out to a T. Cross it in front of your chest. Right arm grabs a hold. Give a little tug. And again, if you want the neck stretch, tilt the right ear to right shoulder. And just close your eyes and breathe. And head and neck come back up to vertical. Release the bind. Shimmy it out a little bit. And you're just going to swing your knees around. You're going to come into tabletop position. So if your knees are sensitive, you can overfold your mat. Have your knees go on have your knees go on the double fold. Or you can take, let me get a blankie here. Or you can take a blanket, a sheet, even a sweatshirt. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened. I went to move to get the blanket to show you about patting your knees, and all of a sudden it just stopped recording. So again, it's my new camera, so this is going to be hips, hips, hips part 2. So anyways, you could put your knees on the blankie or double fold your blanket. Either way is fine. You're just going to come in a tabletop position, and on exhale, you're going to round your spine. Bring your chin to your chest. And then next inhale, drop your belly low, lift your chin up. And again, exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. And then next inhale, belly low, chin up. Come back to a neutral tabletop position. Shake your hips out a little bit. And I'm just going to turn back to the front. So when you are ready, you can push your hips up and back and curl your toes under and take a downward facing dog if you'd like. If you do not want to go into downward facing dog, you can go from your tabletop position and just bring your right foot between your hands. So if you're in your down dog, take a couple breaths in your down dog. Those who skip the dog, just hang out here just for a minute or two, or a breath or two. And then my downward doggers, go ahead and step that right foot through. And then everybody's gonna lean deep into that front knee or that right knee. Your hands can stay down on the mat or the floor. If you have blocks, you can prop them up on the blocks if you'd like, or towels. You can bring them to your knee. You can bring one arm up. You can bring both arms up, whatever feels good for you. We're just deepening that hip crease, opening that left hip flexor. So again, it feeds all into the hips. So take a few breaths wherever you're at. And then exhale your arms down if they're lifted. Push your bum back a little bit. Just let your head fall and be heavy. And then again, come back on up. Go ahead and lean deep into that right knee again. And if you'd like to this time, you can curl the back toes under and lift that back knee up. So you're in your low lunge or runner's lunge. If you want the back knee down, still you can keep it down. Either way, take your arms to whatever variation you want. Arms up. But just breathe wherever you're at. And then lower the arms down if they're lifted. If the back knee is lifted, drop that down. Go ahead and push your bum back a little bit and let your head fall and be heavy. And we're just going to lean forward one more time into that right knee. Deep, deep, deep. Again, if you want to lift the back knee up, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee up, or you can stay down on the knee. Either way, whichever variation you do, you're going to keep your left hand planted and twist and raise that right arm up to the sky for dragonfly. So if the back knee is lifted, you're like this. If the back knee is down, you're still going to lean forward and twist. Either variation is totally fine. It's whatever feels better for you and your body. And then exhale that right hand down. Lower the back knee down if it's lifted. And then you're going to slowly bring that right knee back around to meet the left. Shake your hips out a little bit. And then take your knees wide, toes together. Push back into a child's pose. And then inhale, come back on up. Come into your tabletop. Again, if you want to touch back in a downward facing dog, now would be the time to do it. You'll curl your toes under, press your knees up, hips back, take your down dog, take a few breaths, maybe walk your dog out a little bit. If you do not wish to do downward facing dog, go from your tabletop and just step your left foot through between your hands. Either way, either variation is totally fine. If you're in your dog, take a couple breaths there. If you have your foot stepped forward, just hang out here. And then my downward facing doggers, go ahead and step that left foot through. And then you're gonna lean deep into that left knee. And again, hands can stay down, they can be on your blocks. You can have one hand up, one hand on the knee. One arm up in the air, one on the knee, or both arms up. Any variation is totally fine, but just breathe here. Now we're opening that right hip flexor up. That left hip crease is nice and deep. And then next exhale, lower the hands down if they're lifted. Press your bum back a little bit, fold over that front leg. And then come back up again, lean deep into that left knee. Option variation is to curl the back toes under and lift the back knee up so that you're in your runner's lunge. You can stay there, or if you still want the knee down, that's totally fine. Either way, lean deep into that left knee again. Take whatever arm variation you like. and all are totally fine. And if your arms are lifted, slowly lower them back down. If the back knee is lifted, lower it down. And then slowly push your bum back, fold over that front leg. And then we have one more variation to do. So go ahead and lean deep into that left knee. If you want to curl the back toes under, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee up. And then you're going to keep that right hand planted and you're going to twist and come into dragonfly on the other side. If your back knee is down, same thing, back knee down, lift that left arm up into the air and twist. And then exhale that left hand back down. Lower the back knee down if it's lifted. And slowly bring that left knee back around and meet the right. You're back in your tabletop. Shift your hips a little bit side to side. And then when you're ready again, take your knees wide, toes apart, or knees wide, toes together, and push back into child's pose. And then inhale, come back up to your hands and knees. And slowly slide the blanket out if you had it. Or untuck your mat if you folded your mat. And then come have a seat back on your bum again. And this time we're going to sit with both of our legs out wide. So we're going to sit in a wide-legged stance. Maggie's here on me. So, wide-legged stance, or seated wide-legged position, and you're just going to rock side to side. Both feet are flexed. Your knees can be slightly bent or they can be straight, whichever feels, again, better for your hamstrings, better for your low back. But just slowly rock side to side. And the next time you're off to the left, stay on the left side. If you want to reach that right arm up overhead, you certainly can. Take a few breaths here. Drop that right arm down to the floor. Slowly walk your hands back to center. Pause here. And then slowly walk your hands back up. Sit tall. And again, slowly rock side to side again. And then the next time you're off to your right side, go ahead and hang out over there. If you want to add the left arm, you can swing that left arm up over your head. And then just close your eyes and take a few breaths. And then drop that left hand down to the floor. Slowly walk your hands back to the middle. Pause here. And then next inhale, slowly walk your hands back up. You can bend your knees, shake your knees out a little bit. And we have one more pose with our legs in our wide stance, or a wide seated wide angle. So sit tall with your spine. And then again, just walk those hands forward to your degree. We're really getting into the inner thighs, the psoas muscle, your hip flexors a little bit. Really trying to create some space in those hips, the whole hip, all that surrounds it, not just the outer hip, which we usually focus on. It's outer and inner. Slowly walk the hands back up. Oh. And then slowly bring your legs back together. Oh, those inner thighs got a good stretch there. Shake them out a little bit. If you want to rub them out a little bit, you certainly can. And now we're going to get to those outer hips. So go ahead and take your left ankle, cross it over your right knee. Both feet are nice and flexed. You're sitting nice and tall. You can stay right here if this is enough for you. Or if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can keep your spine tall and lean forward to your degree, still keeping the spine nice and long. Last option is if you can take your hands behind you and you can slightly bend that right leg up. Any variation is totally fine. But close your eyes and take a few breaths. And on your next inhale, if that right knee is bent, slowly start to straighten it. If you were leaning forward, slowly start to come back up. And then you're going to take that left knee and you're going to slide it over that right knee. So you're kind of crossing that leg over, almost like a lady. Again, still keeping both feet nice and flexed, sit tall with your spine, and just lean forward. Take a few breaths here. Slowly come back up, uncross that left leg, stretch it out, shake those legs out again. Again, you can pat them out, rub it out, whatever feels good. And then we'll just cross our right ankle over our left knee now. Again, both feet are hard flexed. A few options, you can sit tall here if this is enough for your right hip. You can sit tall and lean forward if that deepens it enough for you. And last option is you could take your hands back behind you and you can bend that left leg up. Any variation is totally fine, but close your eyes and just breathe. slowly straighten that left leg if it's bent. Or if you're leaning forward, slowly come back up to sit tall. And then you're going to take that right knee, you're going to shimmy it over towards on top of that left knee. Sit tall with your spine. And again, walk your hands forward to your degree. And just breathe. Slowly walk the hands back up. Gently uncross that right leg. Again, you can shake the legs out, you can pat them out, you can rub them out, whatever feels good for you. And then when you're ready, go ahead and come to lay down on your mat, having your knees bent, and then pull both knees into your chest and just give them a squeeze and rock side to side a little bit. And then stay there. Come back to stillness. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, squeeze into a tight little ball, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then lower your head and shoulders down. Take your arms out to a T, palms facing up. And then slowly extend your legs up to the sky. Just take a few breaths here. And then one at a time, bend your knees back into your chest. Lower the feet back down to the mat. Lower your arms down by your sides. Stretch your legs long and inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Full body, stretch, stretch, stretch. And then your next exhale, lower the arms back on down. And begin to settle yourself down in a comfortable position, so you can settle in for your Shavasana. Let your body be heavy, your mind be clear, and just breathe. And begin to deepen your breath. Make some slow movements with your fingers and your toes. If you'd like to rest here a little longer, you certainly can. But for the rest of us, go ahead and roll over to your right side. Pause there. Take a breath or two. And then slowly make yourselves back to a comfortable seated position. Keeping your eyes closed, bring your hands to your heart center. Thank you guys for practicing with me here today. I greatly appreciate all your love and all your support. Remember that these uncertain times, they clarify things for us. They clarify what's really important to us, what really has meaning, what we really value. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. And may your mind be at ease Together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you guys so much. Mwah. I love you, I miss you, and hopefully we'll see each other soon. I'm gonna figure out what happened when it cut off halfway through the video. I'm not sure what happened, but I'll figure it out. Hopefully I can splice it together with my new camera. If not, you'll have two different hip videos, part 1 and part 2, but I'll let you guys know that. Okay, mwah. Love you guys.